Good afternoon. This is Chris Robinson, Robinson Ag Marketing, with today's closing grain and livestock comments for Wednesday, August 20th, 2025. It felt like just we're playing kick the can until Friday till we get the more information from the crop tour. Crop tour, D corn finished the day up 3/4 cent at 404. Obviously, $4 to 392 is going to be the battle area there. Old crop corn finished the day up a half cent at 380. I still believe that 360 and a half is the only number that we really have to worry about if we were to dive back down there. November beans finished the day up 2 1/4 cent. We did have a 9 cent range, but again, it just felt like yesterday everybody sold it that found out about the crop tour. We've had about a 25% pullback of the 70-cent rally we enjoyed right after the report. That's one thing I'll say. When you get these 70-cent rallies, if you need to move something, don't hold your breath. Nobody's going to sell the high. But certainly, we used it to make some cash sales if we needed to, and also to get a good floor. Most people now, if they wanted it, have got a 1030 or a 1020 floor. Moving on to the wheat, we did make new lows overnight, but we had a pretty good reversal. For the day, though, we only finished up 7 cents. I say only in parentheses. It is a dime off the overnight low at 517 1/4. Kansas City hit 518 1/4 last night, finished up only a penny and a half. So it feels like there's still more pressure coming from there again. Wheat really does not have an independent story. It is, to me, we're just following corn. So it's Wednesday, middle of the week. We'll see how we settle Friday. Fridays really, really matters. I did like the way the meal was able to come back. That's something I think to keep an eye on, especially if we continue to have issues with the beans moving forward. And that spread got way, way, way overdone. They were short meal and long oil and vice versa. So I think somebody has adjusted their meal position at this point. Feels like there might be a little bit more possibility there, in my opinion. But continue to watch that. September meal up 460 at 292 even. And livestock, just like the old Sonny and Cher song, the beat goes on. Fat cattle didn't really care about 233, hit a high of 235.62, settled at 234.85, up 3.5 bucks. The next stop for October, just doing the progression, will be, believe it or not, 44. So is there another $10 to go there? We'll see. Certainly been just an amazing 7, 8, 9 month period. I pointed it out in the letter this morning. Just incredible how much this cattle market has continued to grind higher. If you look at September feeders, we're all concerned about 355. 355 is now under us. We hit a high today of almost 359, 358.875. That does open the door up to about 363, 364. And so we have to continue to watch that. We have not had a correction there in a long time. I think the number one thing I'd be worried about is if we get some sort of a correction in the stock market. Stock market's back up to all-time highs. If you look at the Dow and the S&P, the Dow is kind of sitting there right at 45,000 and change. I would not be surprised to see if something happens with the outside markets. It's probably going to be the first trigger for profit taking from these funds who are massively long cattle. So another good day. We'll see if it can extend, roll up those puts. And lastly, lean hogs. I still like protecting lean hogs out there. You can go out to April. April finished the day basically unchanged, up 2.5 cents. Up 0.025, 89.10. It's close enough for horseshoes and hand grenades for me to be at 90 cents, where I'd want to be looking to do some sort of a hedge there. We've stalled there repeatedly going back to the beginning of June. So for 2 months here, we've been struggling to get above this 90-cent level. Take advantage of it if you're long hogs and set yourself a hedge. If you're looking for help with your marketing, if you've got any problems that you want to discuss with me about, what sort of hedge might fit your operation best, I do not run a one-size-fits-all shop. So give me a call. We'll talk about it. 312-638-8868. This is Chris Robinson. We'll talk to you in the morning.